Everyone is getting their invoices. Everyone is able to pay. There have been very few payment issues and receiving email issues. So that's a really good thing. Let me see. Hold on a second. Let's pull the chat over. I have had no issues with inventory moving over. The only reason I had to get my inventory reset was my own fault, because instead of changing the number of tween I had, I changed the price of tween. So tween had 0 and it was $28 instead of 23 and 28 quantity. So I had to get it reset. But as soon as I got it reset, everything moved over real quick and fine in like 10 minutes. And it's been no problem since. The first thing that I'm going to start with is I wrote a list of 4 things that you need to have to switch to New Bless. You need to have filled out the merchant app. You need to have received your welcome email. Hold on a second. I got this, guys. Okay. Oops, you're not supposed to be seeing the draft, sorry. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do either. How do I move this back? Okay. This is the welcome email. It will say, welcome to LuLaRoe Bless. It will have your username. It will not have a password because you have to create your own password. It's going to have the instructions on what to do. It's going to have the link for your customer information, your customer sign up. It's going to have how you transfer over inventory. It has all of this. If you have not received this welcome email, you cannot switch to New Bless. Make sure that if you have not received it, you search welcome. If you have Google, you search welcome. If not, you check your social and your promotions folder. Because look, I have a ton of LuLaRoe stuff that goes to the promotions folder. There's a very good chance that if you haven't received it and you should have, it could be in there and you're just missing it. I would search welcome or search New Bless or something of the sort together if you've not received it and you think you should have. The next thing you need to do, turn that off so it goes back on my face. The next thing you need to do to switch to New Bless is you need to have your damages complete. Now, guys, I know this is a pain. I had like 60 damages, and the first time I filled out so I took all the pictures, I wrote them all down, I filled out the form, the damages stack form, and I put all 10 in, and it kicked it back saying the quantity or the quality of the resolution was too high, and the file was too big. So I had to go back, and I could only do 6 at a time. So if you haven't done damages yet, and you're taking good quality pictures, keep in mind you may have to do less than the 10 there. LuLaRoe is working on a different way for us to submit damages because it's a pain. There's also a chance that your damages may be denied if you put damage after a first wash. Keep that email, hold it aside, wait a week, and then resubmit it. Some of the people in the damage part of the company, what do you call that? Whatever you call it. People in the damage department. Some of them are not completely aware of what they're supposed to be approving and not, and the head of the department is supposed to be talking to everybody about that. So if you get damages denied, don't be upset, don't freak out. Just keep that email and resubmit it at a later time. You do not have to have your credit for damages to switch to New Bless. You just have to have your damages submitted. If you submit them, you can switch right away. If they're denied, that's okay. Wait and re-switch them. Don't wait until you receive your credits to switch. You don't have to do that. Do not count your damages in your inventory when you're fine counting. Which brings me to the 4th point is fine count and update your Bless. If you have not fine counted and updated your inventory in old Bless, you cannot switch to New Bless. Let me say that again. You have to fine count your inventory and you have to have it updated in old Bless. So let me show you that. I'll do it really quick. I'm not going to be able to do all of it because I've already switched, but does that include receive shipments? Yes, if you have the inventory physically in your hands, you put it in old Bless. If it is on the way and will not be to your house by the time you make the switch, you do not include it. So this is Old Bless. What you will do, so once you switch, you don't have the options down here, that like the sales options and the other things that you guys have before you switched. But what you're gonna do is, oh, I can't even do it. Okay, if you click on inventory, there is an option where it says new inventory. You can go in and you can adjust these quantities. Something you should also be able to do is, let's see, if you go to, so if you're in build and you click your username and you click settings, you should be able to click my inventory. Now it's not going to let me do anything here. One second. It's not going to let me do anything because I've already switched over. But before you switch over, all of these are going to be editable. So if you read that welcome to Bless email, it's going to show that these are actual boxes that you can edit. So you could edit the price. So say you always charge $20 for kids leggings, even if you didn't advertise a discount, you're going to want to change that back to $23, because you cannot change the price in New Bless as of right now. So what you can do is you can change these quantities right here. You should be able to do that easily. But Nicole has a video in Lula Ladies. If you search, that's a good place to start. So once you filled out your merchant app, you got your welcome email, your damages are complete, and you're fine counted, and you're ready to go. What's going to happen is you're going to come to this screen, and you're going to be sure that all of this is correct. And then you're going to come to the very bottom, and you're going to click Proceed to New Bless. And it's going to say, are you sure you want to do this? Because there's no turning back. And there is no turning back. I have my inventory reset, but I cannot go back to Old Bless. And then you click yes, and this is all going to look how it looks right here for me. And then you're going to go to your Bless app, and all of your inventory is going to be there. One more thing I wanted to mention, you do not need to have your card reader or your card in order to switch to New Bless, but I recommend it. It is cheaper to swipe a card with the new swiper than it is to type it in by like 0.5%. So I would wait until you have it for in-homes. But yeah, you don't need it. I just recommend to have it. If you got your card, there's no need to activate it until you start to use it, because there's not going to be any money on it. Your money will go to your bank account with that you have set up with Bless right now until you switch to New Bless. As soon as you switch to New Bless, your money will go to your card. It will not go to your bank account anymore unless you send it to your bank account. That takes about 3 to 4 days. The site says 3 to 5 days. But it all depends on your bank too. So let's see. What else I'm going to talk about? They want you to delete all of your unpaid invoices, especially if they're current. So like I had some from back when I first started with LuLaRoe in January of 2016, and I never deleted those. But I had 2 outstanding invoices when I made the switch from like the day before, and I deleted those and resent them on the new system. So that's what they mean by unpaid, is that if you're waiting for customers to pay, do not leave your thing open and your invoices open. What else? You need an Apple device, not a Mac, a mobile device. An iPad or an iPhone, and I think it's iOS 9 or higher. It will not work on a Mac, and you can access New Bless from your computer, but you do not have all of the, you can't do everything on New Bless that you can do on Old Bless or the app. So you need an Apple device right now. I think that's all you need to know about switching. Does anyone have questions up until this point? Can you clarify about where the money goes when we switch? It goes to our card unless we change it back to our bank? No. Once you switch to New Bless, it will go on your card forever. The new card, the LuLaRoe card. Once it's in your LuLaRoe card, you can transfer it to your bank. But it will never go straight from your customer's account to your bank account. There is always a middle person in between, and that's your LuLaRoe card.
Are there fees to transfer it off of the card?
$1 every time you transfer it. So, but you can, it's like a Visa debit card. So like I plugged my card into stamps.com. So when I print postage, it comes straight off my LuLaRoe card and there's no fee for that. It's a MasterCard, so anywhere it's accepted, and they say that you can't run it anywhere where you need a tip, but I ran it at the nail salon the other day and it worked just fine. And I left a tip for it. Where did we go? I think we used the LuLaRoe card when we went to Aruga's the other day, and I paid with a tip. So there are some things that the card fine print says that you're not supposed to do or that you won't be able to do, but you can. I'm sure it's like that for every credit card. But yes, there is $1 to transfer to your bank. So what I would do is I would know that if you need money in your bank account for like rent, you transfer however much you need to transfer ahead of time so you can be prepared for it. Once a month.
No, but I can use that card for anything, like even non-LuLaRoe stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
Like my personal use.
Yep.
Okay.
It's just like a regular debit card. Okay. You can set your PIN up on the website, or I think you can set your PIN up if you go to an ATM. I haven't used the PIN yet. I've only used it as credit so far. Any other questions? I'm going to make sure that I ask if you guys have questions along the way, because I don't want anyone to forget a question that they may have.
So Ash, because
Yes.
I'm not onboarded yet, should I create a bank account for LuLaRoe still? Because I'm just going to be going to the New Block?
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
Because if you're going to be transferring money from your card to your bank account, I guess it depends what you're going to use that bank account for. If you're going to use it for bills and stuff, then I don't think you need a new one. Yeah, I don't think it's necessary anymore. It's going to ask for a bank account. Like if you're new in the queue and you haven't entered the queue, so for all of you sponsors out there, it's still going to ask girls for their bank accounts. But they can put whatever bank account they want. It doesn't have to be, yeah. If used at an ATM, would we get charged non-bank fees? I think it's $2.50 at every single ATM. I don't think it's partial to one network. I think if you use an ATM, it's $2.50. And then you'll probably pay a fee if the ATM charges a fee, if that's what you mean. Can it be used for PayPal shipping, like automatically drop from it? Like in PayPal shipping, you type in the credit card number and the expiration date. What is that, Molly? Just the video's not on. If that's what you mean, yes. That's what stamps.com does. If I only really use my business account to get my payments and order inventory, I probably don't really need that business account anymore. Correct. Because you can use the card to order inventory also. And eventually they will be coming out with, you will save 10% on every order instead of, oh yeah, that's a good point. You will save 10% on every order instead of 5% when you use your LuLaRoe card. Yes, for cash and check sales, you may want to keep the bank account open just for that. If you're paying a monthly fee for a bank account, or if you need to have like a required minimum account, I suppose you could put the check and cash sales into your regular bank account. There is no way to transfer money from your bank account to the card though. As of yet, that I know of. I don't believe there's a way to do that. Only through Bless from credit cards. Any other questions? Okay. Let's show you guys the app. Okay, let's see if I can do this right. Okay, you guys can see my app, right? Yeah. Can you still see my app, or do you see my Zoom box? Okay, no, I'll leave it over here. All right, so let's see. This is what it looks like. fucking. This is, I know, I'm sorry, I'm so tired. I didn't sleep at all last night, and it's been a long day. This is what the app looks like. So your home screen is going to be your pop-ups. It's always going to default to that because it's the very top setting. So this is going to show you all your pop-ups. It's going to show you which ones are open and which ones are closed, and it's going to show you the date that you've opened it. So it's not necessarily the time of the pop-up, just the date that you open the pop-up. So if you click on the pop-up, it's going to show you all of the sales from that pop-up. And you're going to notice that you can click into it, and you can resend the receipt, and you can return the items, but you cannot change anything on the order. And so if you click return items, that's like refunding them. So I had a pretty big boo-boo with a customer last week. I oversold on a pair of tween leggings to the same woman twice. I told her that I didn't have the first pair, so she picked out a second pair, and I didn't have the second pair. And I felt awful. So I refunded her the money, and I clicked return items, and that gives her the money back. That money comes from my Bless card, the LuLaRoe card. So it's always a good idea to keep some kind of balance on there in case you need to refund a customer for whatever reason. So if you go to an open pop-up, you'll see that all of these are here. So this was the refunded. This is when I refunded her the money. Yes, you have to have a pop-up open to do a sale, and you can only ever have one pop-up open at a time. You cannot have two open at a time. But you don't have to leave it, like if you're doing a multi-consultant sale and a VIP or a mystery sale, you don't have to have two different parties open. If you're really OCD and you need them switched, I would do like a spreadsheet. For now, putting them all in once, like Lisa's online pop-up this past week was my live sale and my VIP sale. So all of this was for the entire week, and it was for a couple different parties. Okay, so before I show you guys how to do a sale, let's come back here. So you're going to be able to go to sales, and you're going to be able to find orders. You can search by the order number. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Or you can search by the customer. If you search the customer's name, these are, you can search, see, I know she's bought a ton from me. So these are going to show her orders, and if you click on them, it shows everything she bought. Right? So this is a way, so like I do buy 10, get one free. This is how I'm going to be able to track how many items that she has. Do all the invoices need to be settled to close a pop-up? I've heard mixed reviews on that. I've heard yes, they do, and I've heard no, they don't. I think the answer is you can close a pop-up with an open order, but you cannot change that order. So someone can pay it, but I think all you can do is resend an invoice. I don't know that you can cancel it. But like I have, let's see. These two are open because they're giveaways and there's no way to close them at this time. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. So you can leave them open. So like if that's what you meant, so for giveaways, you can leave them open. As far as, let me ask that question. It's a good question to ask. I won't. Okay. We closed the pop-up with open orders and people were still able to pay and it didn't mess anything up. Perfect. I guess I don't have to ask that question. Thanks, Katie. So going back here, so if you're at sales, so that's how you can search orders. You can search customer orders and things like that. It's pretty cool. I like it better because on Old Bless, you'd have to do Control F and then you'd have to go through every one of their names. And that was just a big pain to me. So I really like this. I think it's much more streamlined and very easy to use. So you can also view payments. So Casto, if you're watching, this is where I was talking about with taxes. So these are all of the times that I've gotten paid from my cuts from the new Bless to my card. So if you click on it, it's going to show a breakdown of what everything was. And this is where you're going to find the tax. Cass, can you see that? You were asking me about that. So right now they don't have reports. You can't pull like a sales tax report, but you can go into each one of the payments that you received and add up the sales tax that was paid. So it's easier than Old Bless in that it's all right here in front of us, but it's not easier than like Bella Reports at this point.
So does Bella Reports still work with New Bless?
No, I don't know about Bella Reports. Toolbot does not. Toolbot will only work on Old Bless. I don't know about Bella Reports. I'm going to guess no.
So right now, the only way to do end-of-year sales tax books is to manually enter? Yes? Because there's nothing in the New Bless, correct?
For 2017?
Yes.
Yes. And
They
yeah,
have
like they said that they're going to release the feature of reports. They just haven't done it yet. They're more worried about like getting an Android feature out. Since it's the beginning of the year, people won't need end of year sales stuff until December. So they're working on, the browser portal and all that stuff. But I know that they're working on the reports.
Okay.
But yeah, so this is everything. It's a breakdown of your fees and everything like that. I don't think you can click. No, you can't click on anything. You can just see what the numbers are for breakdown. Okay. What else? And then there's get paid. And if you get paid, I believe that means all the open orders that have not been sent to your card will get sent to your card. I've never actually had to click this button because I'm not worried about getting paid like right now. But you will also get paid as soon as you close a party, and then it will pay you periodically. I believe it pays you every day. Pretty close to every day. If you have a sale that day, you tested it last night, it sent all the money to your card. Good. Awesome. When you click get paid, right? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, okay. I figured it was like that, similar to, what Wendy said. Make sure you run your reports. I'm having that issue right now. Pretty big issue. Aside from the fact that Toolbot is no longer working, and they're telling me because LuLaRoe is updating, it is not my problem that their program won't work with me. I'm just out $250. But yes, run your reports. Run your reports. Okay, so that was sales. So if we go to inventory, this is one of my favorite parts. It's a breakdown of everything you have. So if I click on tops, it's going to show all of the tops that I have. It's going to show how many of each one that I have. And then if I click on it again, it's going to show me a breakdown of sizes. Y'all, this makes ordering so easy. Like, I know that if I have to place an order, I go into my app, and I know that I'm only at 14 large Irma, so I need to order at least 6. And that it's so easy for me to do that. Before, there was never any way for me to look at my inventory because I don't keep spreadsheets because I'm terrible at that. But I love, 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 love this feature. One of my favorite features is that it shows you a breakdown of sizes. So when you're in here, you can click on extra, extra small, and you can click on it again, and you'll see edit and share. If you click share, okay. I don't know that they have this feature set up yet, but eventually you should be able to share this to Facebook. From what I understand, that's a feature that's coming. I'm really cool. And then you can click edit. Sorry, guys. And if you click edit, it's going to give you the option to add a picture. So
You can go ahead and add a picture.
I'm going to. So this actually, oh, shoot though, should make sure that it's the right picture. Okay. So this is the picture that I want. You click done. It can either be a close-up of the picture or it can be the picture itself that you use, like posting a row with me on Facebook. And then what you have to do is you have to delete the stock picture. So the picture of the 3 dresses, you have to delete that in order for the customer to receive the other picture that you uploaded. Does that make sense to everybody? If you leave the stock photo there, I don't think anything will send. You can also take a picture. So if you have your iPad or your iPhone handy and you're going like right down along the line of your inventory and you're just snapping a close-up so that can be stored, you can do that too. I don't have any pictures in right now because I'm still torn on if I want to invest that kind of time. But that's what you'd have to do. You have to add a new picture and delete the old picture. Yeah, and you can delete the new one at any time. You can also edit the price here. So if you want to charge more, you can edit that. And then custom description, you can type in a description. So if you didn't want to add pictures, you could just do like medium black classic tea or whatever it may be. Also, I haven't done that. It took me all day yesterday to add my photos. Yeah, I don't know if I'm that committed. I'm not going to lie. I feel like some of my stuff like turns over so quickly that I don't know that I want to spend the time adding pictures.
When you're selling, you have to scroll through.
Right, and like Anthony was saying, the other problem we saw was that if that's the case, and I have 12 or 10 extra small perfect tees, if I'm creating an invoice, and I'll show you guys how to do that, I have to scroll through all the pictures to find the one I want. Whereas if there's no pictures, I just click the very top one. Or 100 one-size leggings, yeah. Oh my God. Did you do leggings too, Chelsea? Oh, good Lord. Oh, I can't even, good for you. That makes me proud. You want to come do mine? 1,500 pieces in my inventory. I'm saying no. Okay, so that's what's going to happen with inventory. Receiving, we talked about this the other day. What you're going to do is you're going to click this plus sign, and you're going to enter your order number, and you can get that from either Build or the side of your box. And then what's going to happen is it's going to show everything that's in that order, and you have to manually receive every single style and every single size. So if you have 4 extra small Carlies, or no, maybe it's just styles. If you have 4 extra small Carlies and 4 small Carlies, all your Carlies are going to come up and you're going to click receive. And then you have to do classic tea, and then you have to do Amelia, which is kind of redundant. I'm hoping that they release a way that you can like receive the entire order. There's also a way to change what you received. So if you were supposed to receive 4 mediums and you got 5, you can change that to 5 instead of 4 so your inventory count is correct, which is pretty spectacular. Calendar. So this, you can add parties or you can add like a planner, whatever you have to do. This calendar should translate to the web calendar that's on Nubless on the actual desktop website. Content. I haven't actually looked through these, but this stuff on Content Library is also able to be accessed on the desktop portal when you log in on your computer. Same with tasks. I don't really know what that is. Oh, it looks like maybe you can post to your social media from here. That's pretty cool.
That's what they're planning on it.
Oh, Anthony says that's what they're planning on it.
If you go to content, there's a new pop-up and stuff that you can post.
Okay, so you can create a pop-up in the app, and then you can post that pop-up to Facebook, right? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yes, that's the way it all looks.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm going to send a fake invoice so you guys can see how to send an invoice. Does anyone have questions up until this point? You've pretty much seen everything we have access to on the app itself. I haven't found any corners here and there that are like hidden that you can get to. So until you're sending an invoice or checking someone out, that's pretty much it for now.
Hey, Ashley.
Yes, who's talking? Hang on a second.
This is Marissa.
Oh, Marissa. Okay, yeah.
The calendar, so I was trying to play with it the other day, and I cannot for the life of me figure out how to create a pop-up in it. Like, when I was trying to do it, it was asking me to connect it to social media, but then I didn't have a way to connect it to social media. So I'm really confused on this whole calendar business. And it could just, it's not even working yet, and that's just a feature that's coming. But I was just figuring out how to site on whether or not it's working.
see if I can do it here real quick. So I went to the calendar. I know you're driving, so you can't look at the screen. But I went to the calendar feature in the app and I clicked the plus sign in the upper corner and I did create from scratch. And I'll add a picture. Well, that was from April 2016. And we'll do www.thebomb.com schedule. Interesting. Okay, I see what you mean. So let's do content. No, that's not it. Tasks.
They may not have all features ready.
Yeah, they may not have those features ready. Did you try to link your social media account from the desktop?
Yeah, I did.
And that didn't work.
No, it did not.
Okay.
And it told me that that feature is not available yet. So I'm guessing the whole calendar feature is just not working quite
Right.
yet.
Yes.
I just wanted to confirm that that was true for other people, not just me. I guess that's-
Yeah, so I just went through the steps to try to do that and it did not let me do it. So I would guess that the feature is not there yet.
They're trying to make an internal system.
Yeah, Anthony says they're trying to make an internal system. So right now they have basically just the bones, and as time goes on, they'll slowly add the meat when they see fit or when it's completed.
That makes sense. I'm not a planner person. I'm terrible at my stupid planner. I always forget it. I always forget to write in it. I'm really looking forward to this calendar.
Yeah, I'm the same way, and I love that you're probably going to be able to go in and add notes to the pop-ups. So like I like to write down how much my totals were for each pop-up, and I like that feature is probably going to be there. So it'll show a list of my pop-ups, and then in the notes of each pop-up, I can just add up the totals. I like that. I'm sure they're just not there yet, unfortunately, because baby steps. Baby steps. Okay, anyone else have questions before I show you how to send an invoice? No other questions? Okay, so we're gonna go back to pop-ups and we're gonna click into our open pop-up and we're gonna click the plus sign in the upper right-hand corner and then we're gonna select a customer and we're gonna choose someone who, Anthony, did you fill this out?
No, you did.
We'll choose Jess. So we're going to choose the customer we want, and you can create a guest also. Like I told someone the other day, I don't ever plan on creating a guest. I want all of my customers' information because it's easier for me. I would prefer it that way. But if you create a guest, that's okay. Know that if you create a guest, if they're a guest, their name does not save with their invoice. So you would have to go. Who is Maggie on here? Who else did this? Brittany Wells had to deal with this. So she filled out a customer's information from a Row With Me multi-consultant sale. She didn't have all the customer's information, so she put zeros as the phone number. She put the name and the email address. The problem was when she received her purchase receipt, it did not show the name, it just showed a guest. So even if you type in a name, it just gives you their email and their phone number or whatever it may be. So she had to go to Row With Me in the customer's checkout form and compare email addresses to each purchase receipt so she could type in the customer's mailing receipt, mailing address to ship them their item. So please know that if you do choose to register someone as a guest, that if you're planning on getting a bunch of invoices or paid receipts, and that's how you're going to find their address to ship, that it is not easy. I would save yourself the trouble and just create customers, and I'm going to sneeze. Save customers and make it easier on yourself. So if you have a customer saved, you're going to click Choose Item Next. It's going to bring up all of your inventory. Jess, am I invoicing you for a small or a large pair? Those flowers that I never invoiced you for. Are those small?
I think they were the large. I'm not sure though.
Let me check. Because I have them right here, and then I don't have to do that. For the total. Yeah, they're large. Okay, so you're gonna choose your customer. You're gonna do kids leggings large. Oops. So if you had uploaded pictures like Chelsea did, all of your pictures would be, it's hard because I don't have like a pointer, but all your pictures would be where the stock pictures are with the little dresses. So if you did all of your pictures, you would have to scroll through and find the pair that your customer bought. But since I don't have that, I can just click the top one. And then if you're done, you can click done, and it's going to bring you back to this page right here. If you still have more to add, you can click tween, and then you can click the back button and go back to all of your inventory and click tops. And then you can click done. Okay, so this is what your customer purchased. If you realize,
Actually,
yeah,
I tried to do that. I was doing an in-home on Sunday, and I tried to just like select multiple items without hitting done, and it didn't work for me. Like I had to select like tweed leggings, hit done, hit add new item, select the top, hit done. Like I couldn't just go back and then add it. It kicked them out. Does that make sense?
it makes sense, but that's odd because that's from the very beginning. We've always been able to do that. I would maybe restart your device if that happens again. I don't think there's an update that happened on Sunday, but I believe, I don't know. That's really weird. Let me ask about that. Kira, you can create accounts for customers, but if you want to do it, did you do it in the app? When you checked them out as a guest?
I never checked anybody out as this.
Brittany, at my in-home party? The girl who spent like $300? You created an account. Okay. Anthony says there's a way to do it, so I might have him come over here and show you. The way that I know to do it is for you to click on the customer link and enter their information, and then you can create an account for them that way, yes. He says he's pretty sure that you can do it. Let me send this invoice quick, and then I'll look for that.
Yes, you can. I did it.
You did it too? Okay. So I'll figure out how to do that, and I'll show you guys.
Yeah, when you click select customer, under the invoice,
I did it with a multi-consultant sale with like only having their email and their name, because all you need is like, and then because it was Row With Me, so if you have their address, but if you just don't have their phone number, you can just put in zeros.
Right. He's showing
so
me
when
right
you
now.
hit select customer,
Yep.
hit select customer. See the plus.
Oh, the plus sign up at the top. Okay, yeah, I'll show them how to do that. Okay, so if you're ready to, if you realize that you messed something up, you can slide left. So my finger is holding the screen right now and sliding left. You can insert a discount, or you can click delete. If you click delete, it removes that item. So all Jess is getting is leggings, and I messed up, so I'm not charging her shipping. If you were going to charge her shipping, you would enter the shipping costs. And then when you're done, you click save, and that's going to bring you to this screen, and this screen shows you a breakdown of what everything is. Now, right now, it shows the sales tax is $1.46 because it's got my address in right now. So if Jess came to my house and she paid at my house, we would click checkout, and it would stick with my zip code. But Jess lives in Mass. So when she goes to pay the invoice, she's going to click confirm that she that's the address that it's shipping to, and then it's going to change the sales tax to 0 because clothes are not taxed in Massachusetts. So you can send an invoice, and if you click that, the invoice is sent. So if Jess goes to check her email right now, the invoice should be there. You can also click checkout. It'll give you the option to pay with credit card, cash, or check. If your card swiper is plugged in, you don't have to do anything except make sure it's plugged in. If you plug it in, oh no, what's happening? Hold on a second, let me see if I can get it back on. Is it back? Okay. So it should be plugged in. So if you click pay with credit card, oh no, I can't have the audio jack and the mirroring happening at once. Okay, but if you have your card swiper if you, oh, right here, camera's over here. If you have it plugged in, and you click pay with credit card, it's okay. It's gonna okay. It's gonna automatically bring you to the screen. It's gonna say, please swipe card. And you slide the card, and then it's gonna prompt them to sign. It's gonna make sure that you want to charge the whole $24.46. You can split payment if you're doing an in-person checkout. So if your customer ever wants to do a split payment through an invoice, they cannot do that. There's no way to do a split payment through an invoice at this time. If they're adamant on wanting to do a split payment, you can call them over the phone and get the credit card numbers and do a split payment like you were in person. But you will pay your sales tax, not the customer sales tax. And I want you to be hesitant and wary on that, because we don't know whose card it is. We can't verify that it's got their name on it. And now that we're merchant people ourselves, we're responsible if something should happen. So that's an option, but I want you to be cautious. So that's all you have to do. So if you click done, it'll bring you back to this screen. You can resend an invoice. You can cancel an order. So if Jess says, just kidding, I don't want the leggings, you click cancel, and then you can go back here. Now, something that I've noticed that I really hate is that once you send an invoice, it does not bring you back to the screen. It stays on Jess's screen. And I hate that, because in my mind, I'm like, did I click send invoice, or is it still hanging out in cyberspace waiting to be sent? And if I did send it, now they're going to have 3 invoices because I can't remember if I sent it the first time. So just be aware that when you click send invoice, it doesn't take you back to the screen. Look, Jess is already paid. She's on the ball. So while we're here, this is what it looks like when a customer pays. Their credit card information is going to be down here. You have resend receipt and cancel order. So yeah. So to create a customer, right, Kira, you asked about that. When you're on your pop-up screen and you're ready to create a new order with the plus sign in the top left-hand corner, when you click select customer, this little plus sign is up here. That gives you the option. You just enter their information right there. Is she still here? Yeah? Okay. What else? At this time, you cannot change a customer's information. You can't change, you can't edit, you can't delete, you can't do anything like that at this time. Eventually, they will have the features where you can edit the customer information, you can delete the customer, but right now you can't. So I want to show you an example of what it looks like if you have 2 customers. Michelle Schaefer has two customer profiles. We determined that the first one is not correct. Her email address is not correct. She can't receive invoices. So the second one, the most recent customer profile, is always going to be the bottom one. So if a customer says, I didn't get an invoice, and you're like, okay, will you go fill out the customer thing again? When they fill it out again, you know the new profile, the correct profile, should be the bottom one. Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to get off of here really quick, and then I'm going to show you, Jess, is it okay if I pull up your shipping address so they can see what a purchase receipt looks like? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
that's fine.
Okay. So, figure out how to stop sharing this. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, I didn't mess it up. So now what's going to happen is, in my Google email, I'm going to have received a purchase receipt from Jess. Let's see. I'm still new to the Zoom stuff. Okay, so first, you receive a copy of the invoice. So this is what Jess's invoice looked like. So you can make this payment by clicking here. So this is what she received in her inbox. It shows the item, the pop-up number, the order number, the date, and then clearly it's still Pacific Standard Time. I don't know why, because I changed it on mine. But then it's going to show you the item subtotal and then the estimated tax. So that's what it looks like for Jess. Then what she did when she clicked pay was she confirmed her address and then per purchase receipt, you'll see the breakdown that there is no tax charge. So it changes when a customer enters their shipping information. Please try to watch for customers who are entering a different shipping location than where it's really going so they can skate by taxes. That's a problem. But this is where you're going to find her shipping information in the purchase receipt. There is another way to do it from the browser, but this is a way to do it as well in your inbox. So I just copy and paste everything from here to stamps.com. If you click this little arrow in Gmail, it's going to show you the email address associated with the invoice, and so you can plug this into stamps.com so your customer gets tracking information. That is the only place I've found for the email to be visible. You cannot see the email from the app. You cannot see the email from anything else besides this purchase receipt right here. Except for the new way to receive addresses in New Bless. I'm sure is Annie still here? Annie, can you see the customer's email address when you click on when you access the address from a web browser?
Can I see their email address?
Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I can't remember. I think so.
Okay. I haven't actually, so she posted a YouTube video on how to do that. I haven't actually done that yet because I haven't had time today. But there is a way to do that from the web browser. And I'm sure you can see their email address and their shipping address there, but this is an option if you want it. Okay. What questions does everybody have? There's no longer shipping options within our inventory. No. So when you're updating, have you switched over yet, Rosalie? Okay. When you update your Bless, you don't have to worry about shipping because that's not going to transfer over. So you can leave that at whatever number you have it at. That's not going to make a difference. Anyone have questions? You have anything to add? No? Okay.
Would you show me about pulling the reports?
What about pulling the reports?
The address video?
Yeah. So let's bring that up. Hold on a second. So if all my customers have filled out the info form, I do not need my Google checkout form any longer. So I was really torn about this. I think your Google checkout form is a good idea because you can put questions like, do you want to have a party? Are you interested in learning about becoming a consultant? You can do things like that from your Google form. It's also probably an easier way to get their shipping address other than the purchase receipt email. But you do not need one. It's not necessary. Do we need our shipping items in Bless to be zeroed out before switching over? No, you do not. You can leave your shipping items, your shipping numbers to whatever you want them to be. They're not going to carry over. And like, if you looked on my build, it had like holiday leggings one size single count. There was a 0 there. And so because there's a 0 there, that's okay. That didn't transfer over either. It's only going to transfer over if you have a number in the quantity line.
The holiday leggings were separate.
Yeah, the Valentine's leggings, well, I think that's because I had it that way. I didn't have to have it that way. So I had my Valentine's leggings separated from my regular leggings, and that's how I had it in Bless. But if I wanted to change that, I could have. I could have changed those quantities to 0 and then added those numbers on my regular leggings, and it would have been fine. In hindsight, I wish I would have done that. I didn't realize that I didn't have to have it separated. I guess it's a good idea now that I know how many of the Valentine's leggings I didn't sell before Valentine's Day. What other questions do you guys have for me? I uploaded 2 files to Bellas today. Let's see. Share screen, desktop here. So one of them is Bless frequently asked questions. These 12 pages are very helpful. They talk about things like what is required of my Apple device, how many devices can Bless operate at once. It can operate on multiple. So yesterday, Anthony and I were deciding which items to order. And I assume when I said, what do you think I should order? This is what I think. He opened Build or Bless on his app and looked to see what I had and then gave his suggestions that way. Is that what you did? Yeah, that's what I thought. So I had Bless open on the app, and then Anthony had Bless open on his app at work, and we were both able to be in there simultaneously, and there were no problems, which is pretty cool. With that being said, if you're a partnership, I don't know that I have any partnerships in here that do sales separately, or if you were to do that. But I think if you were to do sales separately as a partnership, like if Katie and Maria, her mom, wanted to go to 2 separate places and do 2 separate sales, they could each have the app open on their own device and be working from the same thing and be sending invoices and doing payments. Yes, you only get one. Right now, if you're a partnership, you only get 1 card. Only 1. So there are 2 of you, but it will be under the primary person's name or your LLC's name. And at this point, they're not sending out second cards. You can get an additional swiper, but I think that costs a few dollars. What else? Okay, so that was one of the that's one of the documents. The other document was for new onboards. So if you are brand new, this is going to be what you want to click on. It's going to have you, it's going to take you to the prompt of filling everything out for your merchant app, and then it's going to talk about that you'll be receiving your card and swiper in the mail. If you have not received your swiper, and you should have, please let me know. You should be able to see a shipping for your swiper. So if you go into Build, I have Build open somewhere on my computer. You go to Orders, My Orders. This one right here, that's for 00. If you click View, hi code, I know. It shows that it's my card reader, and it has tracking attached to it. So you should be able to see that. If you do not see that, or you see that and it was supposed to be delivered but it hasn't been delivered, please let me know. I know, he just wants attention. Okay, let me close that up here. Yes, code, I know. I know, buddy. Anyone else have questions? I'm trying to think what else. Oh, let me show you this really quick. So Anthony has a new iPhone 7. The new iPhone 7 does not have headphone jack. This little guy right here, this is what you want to use if you do not have, if you have an iPhone 7, you don't have a headphone jack. You can buy this little guy for like $10 at Verizon, or I'm sure at Sprint, or oh god, I have dog hair in my mouth, or anywhere that sells the iPhone 7. It was $10.
We do have an additional one that comes power out to the cost of money.
What does that mean?
Has a power jack in.
Oh, they have one that's split. So this will plug into your, where you like charge your battery, and it's split. One is for the headphones, one is so you can plug into the wall and charge your device, but that's more money. But this plugs into the charging port on your phone, and then you can plug the card reader right here into this, and then this is how this would attach to your phone. So if you have a new iPhone, don't fret. You can still use the card reader. Here, I'm gonna give this back because I'll lose that. What else can I talk about? I don't know. Do you guys have questions? Are you nervous about switching? Don't be nervous. I really, really like it. Anthony likes it too. When we do in-homes, Anthony's the one sending the invoices, and he likes it. It is a lot easier. Instead of having to type the customer's information in, so what you can do is, and what I would recommend doing is, if you have like a Facebook event created for the in-home pop-up you're about to go do, I would say copy and paste your customer checkout form into that pop-up and say, hey guys, if you fill this out before the party and you come to the party and you're in the checkout line and all of your information is already filled out, I'll give you $1 off your purchase or $2 off your purchase. And that gives them the incentive to fill out the customer checkout form before the party. So You should not have to do anything.
So easy to have to go.
So easy, a caveman could do it. Okay, Anthony. I'm only scared because a couple St. Louis consultants switched within the past couple of days and had major issues. Customer service has told them it's a new kink with the app. What kind of kink with the app? Marissa changed Sunday. Marissa, are you still on here? No, looks like she's gone. But she's not had any problems, I don't think. She changed Sunday afternoon. Their inventory is not switching over. I am not sure. Marissa and I video chatted while she switched over, and her inventory was there right away. And I switched over Monday.
Switched over Friday.
No, when was it? Hold on a second. Sorry, who's ever going to talk is going to talk. I'm going to find what I was looking for.
I switched over on Sunday and haven't had any issues.
Yeah. Let me see. Because what happened was they had to reset my inventory because I told you guys I completely dropped the ball with the tween. And so I had called them at the beginning of last week and I was like, can you reset my inventory so I can fix it because I can't check out with tween leggings. Like, what am I supposed to do? And I waited 4 days because I thought what would happen was when they reset my inventory that my inventory on Bless would be 0. But it wasn't. My inventory on Bless stayed the same. What happened was when you click on my inventory in build, it was reset so I could change and edit the field. But I think it was Monday. I think I called Monday morning and I said, well, I feel like an idiot. Yeah, when was it? Monday at 9:40 a.m. I messaged Anthony. I was like, well, I feel like an idiot because I didn't realize that my inventory was reset. So I completely fixed everything that needed to be fixed and clicked submit, and I was fine Monday. And that was yesterday. I wouldn't be afraid of it, honestly. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I'm so excited for all of the things that it has capable.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I'm going to come back here and show you guys something else because I realized I forgot to show you.
Secret. What?
The secret to life. Yeah, that's it. No. Okay, so if you are doing a giveaway, it has to be an open pop-up. Let's say someone else. I mean, it doesn't matter. Oops, not select customer. So choose item. Say she want a pair of free leggings. What you're going to do is you're going to discount it 100% or fixed amount. It doesn't matter either way. Shows that discount. And then when you click save, what's going to happen is it's going to show you the use tax. So the use tax is something that many of us were not paying before because we weren't putting our giveaways through on Old Bless, right? You just would give it away and some of us would not think twice about it. But this has a way of doing it. So what's going to happen is you can't check out because if you click checkout, there's $0 for balance. So the order is going to stay open. But you do this so you can track what you gave away, and LuLaRoe pulls that use tax out of one of your payments. And that way you're compliant with use tax in your state. Does that make sense? Same as for if you keep an item yourself, what you should be doing is discounting it to the wholesale value and paying taxes on the wholesale value. It's what you should be doing if you would like to be compliant with taxes and LuLaRoe. Trying to make sure there's not anything else that I wanted to show you guys on the app itself, since all of you are new and cannot access it yet. Does anyone else have any questions? Oh, I'm going to cancel that. She didn't win anything. Okay. All right. So I'm going to ask about the social media and make sure that that feature is not yet functioning. And then I'm going to find out what the fuss is about with the multiple items. Why she has to click done. Okay. Anyone else? Questions, comments, concerns? You still afraid? Did this help at all? You guys being able to see it and know what it looks like and it's not mean and scary? Yes, no? You guys all look like you're bored to death.
Sorry, I'm eating dinner, but
Oh,
yes, so helpful. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I haven't switched over because I haven't finished my inventory count yet, but I'm much more confident in switching over now.
Good. And Anthony wants to know what you're having for dinner and if he's welcome to come. Lasagna. I don't know where lasagna came from.
It's not lasagna. It's frozen fish because I'm home alone with my kids and my kids eat frozen fish.
Frozen fish. He said it's tartar sauce.
Okay.
I can let customers register without switching over yet, right? I don't know. I don't know that you can. And my worry with that is that if you have them all fill out customer information and you've not switched over, and then you switch over and you look and none of their information is there, they have to fill it all out again. I can ask about that, but I've been asked that by several people and I've told everyone no yet. No, not no yet. So I would not. Yeah, I wouldn't risk it because I wouldn't want to upset my customers and making them fill it out again, even though it's like a 15-second form that really, I did a Sarah giveaway because I wanted everyone to fill it out, but really it probably didn't warrant a Sarah giveaway because it took them 15 seconds to fill it out. But I would rather have my customers fill it out and have their stuff there than have to mess with guest accounts and crap like that. I'm excited to switch over, but I really don't have the money for an Apple product, so I can't switch yet. So I'm working on a challenge. We haven't worked out the details because I've been stupid busy that life. But we have an old iPhone. Where? The top left? Okay. I don't see it. We have an old iPhone 5 that we're going to be giving away for someone who needs an Apple product. And you're not going to, so it's in great condition. There's no scratches on the screen and it's black. Yeah, it's really good condition. He upgraded, so kept this and got a new one. It's not going to be something where you're competing against someone else. Because I don't think that if you guys are all at different levels in your business and me asking you to compete with someone who's been in it for 8 months longer doesn't seem fair. So I think I'm going to figure out once the end of the day hits today, I'm going to have you guys, whoever is entering this challenge, I'm going to have everyone figure out what their February sales were. If your February sales were $3,000, I want to see you increase your sales by a quarter, like 25%, right? So if you can increase your sales by 25% in the month of March, I will enter everyone who increases their sales by that number into a drawing and I will pick a name and they will win this. It's not a brand new iPhone. It's not worth a lot of money, but it will help your business. And I don't want you to compete with other people, and I don't want you to not enter to win because you're say you're not the type of person who likes competing, right? I don't want that to scare you away. So the only person you're competing with is yourself. And you raising your sales, you increasing your sales is only going to be good for your business. It's not going to hurt you, right? If you increase your sales, that means you work that much harder. You had better sales. So we're going to make it difficult, but we're not going to make it impossible. But we really want you to push yourself. So we're going to figure out what we can do and how we can calculate it. And then we will let you guys know. But it will be, I'll let you guys know in the next day or two. I wanted to start with a clean slate for the month because I wanted you to be able to calculate February's sales. Gotta check out. Gotta be a bad mom now. Apparently my children want me like always. Hi, Heads. Are you feeling better, Hadley?
Can you say hi? No, that's not
No,
yours.
you
No,
still
she's
have a
not feeling better.
fever? She still have a fever?
Yeah, whenever she's not on Tylenol, it kicks back in.
Poor kiddo.
Can you say bye?
You go give Scout kisses for me? Stop, Cody. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. He's not supposed to be in there.
Probably create a Google sheet in your group and just two things, name and February. So,
Yeah, I could do that. Anthony says create a Google sheet in Lulabella's, and then you guys can go in and enter your name and your February sales and your March goal, and then maybe based on that, we'll determine a good sales increase in percentage. I don't know. That's a good idea. I might do that. We'll let you know for sure. You guys have any other questions? I'm gonna make sure they all get answered. What you doing, boy? What you doing, boy? Anthony wants to know what the winning lottery numbers are, and I don't have an answer for him. I saw something kind of crazy. Have you used your card out and about yet? Like restaurant? Yes. And we tipped with it. And it was fine. And I used it at the nail salon yesterday. I did not tip. No. I don't think so. Oh, no, we didn't use it at Aruba's. You used your card. I don't. Oh. The nail receipt? No. Can you go get my wallet? Please? Thanks. I'll check for sure because I kept the receipt. I saw someone used it at a restaurant and the balance was printed right on the bottom. I think that's illegal. I don't think that's legal. Let's see. Hang on. I told myself that I was going to keep the receipt from the nail salon because it was a tax write-off, and now I don't know if I kept it. No, there's no balance. Like the customer receipt? So it's backwards. But all I see is the authorization code. So it says the amount, and then the taxes, and then the total, and then it says the authorization code, and that's it. No balance. I used it somewhere else too. I don't know. I'll have to check and see where else I used it. No, I'll have to look. I don't know that we used it there.
where Aruba's?
Yeah, I know we didn't use it at Aruba's, but I thought we used it somewhere else. I want to say how much I enjoy being here. I know I'm kind of quiet. I'm a very hands-on person and learn from watching, so that's what I do. That's good. I'm glad that you learned from watching. Hopefully, at the very beginning, the girls who were on here watched Anthony and I try to figure out how to connect the iPhone or the iPad to Zoom so I could show you guys the app. Because I wanted you guys to be able to see it. You know, me walking you through it and telling you how to do it is one thing, but when you can actually see the screen and see what the app looks like, hopefully that was more visual for you and you're able to understand more what the app is like. I will look for that receipt and then I will use it somewhere tomorrow or something, and I'll let you guys know. I know we used it somewhere. I just don't remember where we used it. So I'll check my, you can also, I'm not going to show you guys because, so if you go to funds.mylulurow.com, it's going to ask you to create an account. And that's how you register your card. And when you log on, I guess I can do it on the side because you can't see. When you log on, it's all of your information is there. So like it shows you the card number. And that's how you link a bank account in. A bank account. Oh, we used it at Best Buy. That's the other place we used it. For the Mevo. I don't know where that receipt is though. No, I got it printed out because that's a tax expense too. I took a picture of it all excited in the truck. Might still be in the truck. I'll check though. Does it have to be a bank account or could you link it to your credit card? Like how some cards you can transfer funds to other credit cards. Has to be a bank account because it asks for the bank routing number. Any other questions? I'll check that Best Buy receipt when I find it for the camera the other day. If you guys have any other questions, if you're nervous to switch and you're switching and you want me to walk you through it, or because your sponsor hasn't switched, feel free to message me and we can video chat and I'll walk you through it. It's pretty easy. It's just you want to make sure you do it right and you want to make sure the 4 things that I talked about at the very beginning are absolutely essential to switching to New Bless. Yeah. Would there be a problem if I change my bank account to a new Nokia account after switching to New Bless, since they do no deposit to bank account anymore? Let's see. Hang on. Edit registration. Trying to figure out if I can change my bank account number on New Bless. Yes. No, that should be fine. Because you can change your bank. Oh, maybe not. Wait, edit profile. Yeah, you can change your bank account real easy for the website. That shouldn't be a problem at all. My account charges monthly fee, so I'm not using it much after. Yeah, I would find one that has a free account. That way you have it for cash and check transactions, even if you don't have a lot. That way if it's free, you're not paying anything. But yeah, you can switch to, whatever bank account you want. My eyes are watering. I'm so tired. All right, guys, I'm going to go and close up my sale and see what's going on over there. And then I will let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, I'll talk to you later.